Look at this dude.
So SirRoam has sort of lost the plot. Let's roll the disclaimer. I will not be bringing up the vast majority of the stuff that happened in the past between me and Rome, as that is sorted and I don't think it's fair to bring that stuff back up. And similar rules apply to Gina. I haven't spoke to her during this situation and it would be unfair for me to talk about her. I think some context is needed before we actually dive into the situation at hand. After I posted a Rome video with Jordan on his channel General Thicc Boi, Rome basically admitted to a lot of his wrongdoings. Now this happened in private DMs, which I'll not be sharing due to the reasons that SirRoam actually called me out for sharing private DMs, and I actually responded with that in my tweet longer, admitting to my wrongdoings, and I don't want to go back on my word. Even after the drama's been concluded, however, Gina's still been receiving a lot of criticism and hate about her weight. Now you're probably thinking, Samuel, Rome has every right to defend his girlfriend, which I do agree with. However, he's done a little bit more than that. Not gonna lie, I'd happily go to prison for beating the of a kid straight up. These Londoners need some respect on God. Parents failed raiding your goofy ass. It's fine, Fiji gonna be dead soon. He lives in London first off, knowing crime is insane there. You live in South London or some, you won't be alive no longer than 24 hours because you'll get stabbed. You can say this is just him playing on a stereotype and making a few stereotypical threats. However, I don't see it like that. I see it as a genuine threat, as this isn't the first time Rome's displayed behaviour like this. These motherfuckers, I'm some white boy or some shit, acting as if I don't roll publicly with knives and dusters. Madness. It's the same with my girlfriend's ex, some Arabian guy who's chatting mad shit, so I asked him to drop his full addy, and I'll pull up. He doesn't live far, and he put down. Swear, man, if one of them spoke that tone to me in real life, I'd happily break their jaw. Like, I genuinely don't get it. Does Rome think he's like some 1910s London gangster? Something that ties into all of this as well, and something that proves that Rome's gone down quite a dangerous path, is the fact that he keeps tweeting stuff like straight people are minorities, and that the LGBTQ community is a cult. I'd just like to say, hold that statistic. A lot of Rome's responses to people that said stuff like that were, you're probably gay. And I also don't know what he thinks about the LGBTQ community being like some form of cult. It's not like we meet up regularly in our gay robes. A joke, may I add, that Rome seemed to find offensive of all things. I'm anti-LGBTQ+. This doesn't mean I hate gays or trans. He openly admits to the fact he doesn't like LGBTQ. If you replace that with any other organization like Black Lives Matter, you'd be crucified. I'm very lenient with what you can say around me when it comes to gay things. You could call me the F-slur and I wouldn't care, but I feel like this is going a bit too far. However, as of recent, close friend of the channel, Cynical, basically responded commenting on Gina's side. To sort of break the ice to the situation, I just responded with a few memes that said minorities, and this is where Rome thought it was the time and place to insert his political standards and views. And again, to prove that I was joking and I wasn't taking this seriously, I looked for a picture of my good friend Jordan as a femboy to respond to with. In response to this, Cynical put, "This man owns you," and in response Rome put, "No one owns me. He made one video on me, then immediately went to painting his nails and dressing up as a Karen. This man ain't even a man anymore." And now to take over on this homophobic rant, I'll be giving the mic over to Jordan.
Now before Rome sits there and goes, "Oh my god, Jordan," we became civil in DMs. After I sat there and said, "Because you dress like a femboy sometimes, you're not even a man." You know, I forgot to bring up when I was filming for the intro, right? But Rome seems to think that I made a video on him and then went, "Now I'm a femboy." I've been painting my nails and dressing this way for a very long time, Rome. Way before I fucking met you, or even started making a video on you. I know it's really petty to like ruin the flow of the video for this, but I just thought I would fucking say. And the fact that I called you gay on multiple occasions as a I got you type thing. I said sorry after more people picked up on it and I lost followers. I thought we were cool. And I was going to say, yeah, we were cool. And so I saw a video, a 7-minute long TikTok of SirRoam basically going after the LGBTQ+ community. Now, I don't put it out there, but I'm a bisexual man, okay? So when I saw this video, and the fact that he was going after the community so fucking hard, and grouping everyone as fucking strong LGBTQ elitist people with no proof, it pissed me off. When I went to his DMs about it, he told me that if I wanted proof, his followers would find the proof. So SirRoam is somebody I've already spoken about. I bodied him in a video about him bullying children, for fuck's sake. And now I'm about to end his career as a commentator for a second time. Either way, hello, how you doing? My name's Jordan, and welcome to the dismantle of SirRoam. Let's talk about the actual screenshots about him being openly homophobic and bullying me for the way I look, while crying that people are doing the same thing to a girlfriend. Now the best way to describe this properly is just to say, Rome is coping and seething, about the fact he got bodied by a fucking femboy. Now, as you can tell, I'm dressed somewhat manly because Rome did say, and I will repeat it, that I'm not even a man anymore. So I thought I'd put on the jacket, show off my bare chest with spots all over it because I do have acne, and wear a beanie, and I'll take it off later on so you can see my fully testosterone, bold, alopecia looking ass. But let me explain what happened, okay? A little bit of like context to this, by the way. If Jalen sat there and saying that you're going too far and you should stop, you fucked up massively.
Constantly involved in this situation, commenting and going against what Rome's been saying about LGBTQ stuff. Everyone here needs to chill out and relax. He's doing the same thing I do, so I understand what that feels like. He needs to get off Twitter, just stop responding to people, or else he'll be the next me. And Rome's been heavily critical of Jalen's actions in the past, especially ones relating to Twitter.
Massively. So Rome saw that and continued to carry on, right? So what happened? Jesus Christ, I'm happy you asked. By the way, this is a pay money wubby Gamer Subs Waifu Cup. I'm planning on making a video.
I won't let him promote it, but I will just go and watch the video whenever it comes out on the Mama Jordan channel.
Rome was responding to a tweet, right? And said that straight people are the minority. Which is funny when you remember that straight people don't get stoned or disowned or murdered for what they are. People were disagreeing with him. And Samuel, the British man he is, proceeded to react to said message with a picture, a reaction meme of this beautiful mug, right? And then SirRoam proceeded to go on the longest tirade of calling me not a man, calling me gay and zesty over and over and over again, like it's a f***ing issue. And once he was called out by me for asking what's wrong with being gay, he decided to change the story to well, it's not the fact you're gay that's bad, it's the fact that you said in your video on me that I go after children, so I decided to go after you. It's funny how he only goes after people that aren't in drama with him. Me and him were neutral. I decided I'd probably be the bigger man and just DM Rome, right? I'll DM him and ask him what the f*** on about. And for about 3 hours, I'd say, Rome was trying to justify his words towards me. Trying to say the fact that, oh, well, wearing nail polish is like a feminine thing. I know this because I googled it.
Like I said previously, I don't support the hate that Gina gets for her looks, but I don't understand Rome's hypocrisy to complain about people complaining about how Gina looks and then doing the exact same thing to Jordan. I just don't understand that logic there. How do you expect them people to respect your opinion when it comes to that?
Dress up feminine, so technically you are less of a man, which makes no sense. Some of our biggest musicians have dressed up feminine. Call them less of a man for it, Rome? I'm sorry that I don't sit there 24/7 with my high testosterone and go, I'm big spooky man, I'm bold, low XD, raw, oh, I hate women, I hate BLM, but doesn't make me racist. That's a SirRoam message, by the way. Oh, I don't like BLM, I don't like feminism, doesn't make me racist, doesn't make me misogynistic. I never fucking asked. What you hiding there, Rome? Rome was trying to justify the whole calling me gay constantly like it was a haha got you moment. And when I was telling him that I don't like it, it's offensive, he was telling me that I'm just sensitive and I shouldn't be offended by something like that. And after a while of me just explaining, he just said, alright, gotcha. And then the next day, I found his TikTok in which he was saying people in the LGBTQ plus community were taking over the media, were in control of it, and were not the minority. Straight people were.
When I was growing up, it was LGB. That's what it was. Lesbian, gay, and bi. There was trans, yes, but it wasn't as popular as it is now.
Rome is correct in saying it was the LGB. However, in the early 90s, when Rome was a very small child or hadn't even been born yet, depending what year, it was changed to the LGBT. So when Rome was growing up, it would have been referred to as the LGBT quite widely. What makes this worse is the use of LGB is actually to exclude trans people now.
People won't let him, an older generation, even though I'm fucking older than him, learn all the pronouns.
That with people like me or older people, we come from a very different time.
And how everyone's just so horrible. Then according to Rome in DMs, he never said everyone, he was saying a certain group of people, but he never clarified that in his TikTok.
Stop the old straight people are absolute scum of the earth right now. You have control over the fucking media, over everything right now. You have the entire world, like I previously mentioned. You look on TV, you look on the internet, LGBTQ is fucking everywhere, to the point where the entire fucking world is on your side, and it's turned all against the straight people.
This is exactly what anti-Semitists say about Jewish people, that they control the TV, they control the world, and they control the media in general. An ancient take that is completely wrong and utterly offensive, and I'm a very big person for opinions, and Rome can think whatever he likes about the LGBTQ community, but I just feel like this is a step, again, too far.
Now, this chapter is called The Leak. I don't mean the vegetable or your mum's dripping pussy once I'm done with her. I'm joking, I've got a tiny cock, I can never pleasure a woman. But I leaked SirRoam's address, right? I've said it, I'll hold my hand on my heart, it was a fucking accident, I do apologise. But I do want to explain, okay? While Rome was being openly homophobic and mocking me for the way I dress, remember the whole, he's not even a man anymore type thing, in DMs, and people can vouch because they've had the same thing, he was telling me to send him my Addy. Now, for you posh people out there, trust me, I'm one of them, as you can tell from the way I dress. Addy means address, right? He's from the ends. I've seen where he lives. He's very privileged. But I wouldn't send him my address, because I'm not stupid. So SirRoam sent me his. Now, I will put my hand on my heart and admit, I'm a dyslexic bastard. So what I've always done throughout my life is, when I'm writing something or typing it, I say it out loud, right? It's just like a instant habit I do. Like, I thought I was muted. Turns out I wasn't. So while I was saying it out loud, somebody took that and sent his address to him, in which SirRoam put a tweet out there saying I leaked it, which is completely fine, I understand that. And then proceeded to post his address to his 140 followers. And was joking around saying I was going to get him killed and shit. But he didn't really care that his address was leaked, but still had the gall to post a tweet about it, which I didn't understand. But I just wanted to say, like, hand on heart, I fucked up massively there. Like, I should probably look when I hit the mute button instead of hoping it fucking works.
Oh, hopefully you remember when I said this earlier.
This happened in private DMs, which I'll not be sharing, due to the reasons that SirRoam actually called me out for sharing private DMs, and I actually responded with that in my tweet longer, admitting to my wrongdoings, and I don't want to go back on my word.
Now, after making a point countlessly that I leaked Zeronitskoff's private DMs, he leaked private DMs between him and Jordan. This actually happened again in the situation where Rome leaked Cynical's DMs, however, this time it was a bit more special. As you're very much aware, Rome wanted to basically meet up with Jordan in real life, so they exchanged addresses. Long story short, Cynical found out about this, they messaged, and Rome ended up leaking his address by accident on Twitter. Rome kept changing his story from being annoyed about his address being leaked to Cynical, to then him leaking it himself, to then him saying that he's already leaked it to his stream before, so don't worry about it, to then being pressed about it again.
You can get your point across without being a fucking scumbag.
Rome is a walking talking contradiction, from saying he doesn't want to be involved in any more drama to actively responding to more drama, from saying he wants to leave commentary to staying in commentary. And what makes this even more worrying is Rome knows completely about it.
SirRoam is the most flat-headed individual I know. He isn't based, he isn't edgy, he isn't a normal man. He's a waste of space who doesn't know a thing about anything, and when he gets upset about it, he calls you a pussy, asks you for your Addy, and then insults you for the way you look. But if you do the same thing about his girlfriend, you're a horrible, fat, lazy, ugly cunt. It's fucking funny the double standards he has. Now, I know I basically didn't speak about anything I said I would, but I think 5 minutes of me talking non-stop's enough. Thanks, Sam, for having me on. My name's been Jordan. And back to Sam, I guess. I don't know where I'm going. I don't actually know what's happening.